Hello and welcome to D2iQ Konvoy, a complete cloud-native distribution which allows you to accelerate the benefits of cloud-native adoption with Kubernetes. My name is Kirk Marty, and I'm a systems engineering resource with D2iQ. Let's take a look at a small demo of D2iQ Konvoy. What is Konvoy? Konvoy is a complete cloud-native Kubernetes distribution. It is built on industry-leading components that can integrate into your existing environments and workflows. Konvoy is a Kubernetes package that leverages best-in-class, best-of-breed open source projects. It's built into a single, easy-to-use product so you can focus on actual business outcomes and not having to worry about infrastructure plumbing. It is an enterprise-grade Kubernetes approach. With D2iQ Konvoy, you can deploy enterprise-grade Kubernetes across any infrastructure, whether that's physical, virtual, or cloud. You get a complete componentized lifecycle product and not a series or a bunch of just the different projects, right? It's all from a single vendor, so you don't need to get support from multiple sources. We cover it all. So let's take a look at what is Mesosphere의 Konvoy. As I mentioned, it starts with core Kubernetes. And what our goal here is that we wanted to provide a simple, easy to access dashboard. So when providing to any line of business or operations team, they have accessibility into everything that they're going to need from Kubernetes to ongoing lifecycle maintenance and management with day two capabilities. Let's first take a look at the Kubernetes. As you can see from a general cluster information, I'm running core Kubernetes version 1.15. One of the things you're going to notice on the right, we also provide you a quick overview so that you can see what CPU requests, memory requests, and storage requests look like. You can see that I have easy access to the dashboard with a single click. Before I go there though, one of the things to note as well too is we give you immediate access to any of the documentation that you're going to need from Kubernetes, so you don't have to peck and hunt. Let's open up the dashboard. So as you can see, when providing dashboard capabilities to any line of business or your day two operators, they can immediately come in and have immediate access to the dashboard. As you can see, I am looking at a Kubernetes dashboard. I can click on, take a look at the nodes that I have, jobs, deployments, etc. The important thing to note here is this is not any proprietary version of Kubernetes dashboard, APIs, or CLIs. It's raw vanilla Kubernetes built into D2iQ Konvoy. When deploying Kubernetes, one of the biggest challenges that customers say they have is integrating it with other cloud-native solutions. One of the most important things before deploying anything into production is being able to have the capability of visualization and monitoring. We're leveraging Grafana. As you can see from the Grafana here, we're leveraging version 6.16. Once again, simplified, easy access to the documentations of Grafana. The dashboard is also easily accessible as well too. Now, when deploying Grafana and integrating it into Kubernetes, one of the other aspects that you have to do is pre-build your dashboards, integrate them, deciding what dashboards that you're going to need, etc. Well, we wanted to simplify that process. So upon deployment of D2iQ Konvoy, we automatically deploy the dashboards that you're going to need so that you have immediate visualization into the health, usage of your Kubernetes cluster. So as you can see, I'm looking at my compute resources with inside the Kubernetes cluster. I can drop down the list and I can see all the other dashboards that we pre-configured as well too. Let's take a look at the Kubernetes nodes. As you can see, I'm looking at the nodes with inside the Kubernetes cluster. I can see CPU utilization. I can see memory utilization, disk I/O, network transmissions, easy accessible dashboards so that I have visualization so that I can explore data-driven aspects of my Kubernetes clusters. Let's take a look at correlating events. Well, now that I have visualization, I need to be able to correlate it. So Grafana feeds into Kibana. One of the things that we've also done here to simplify D2iQ Konvoy is to automatically have Kibana pre-configured with metrics that you can correlate for your Kubernetes cluster. So if I come over here, you can see that I have my Kubernetes cluster. I can take a look at a bar graph. I can see all the events all correlated inside Kibana. And once again, we provide you what version of Kibana and easy access to the documentations. Right? Now that I have visualization and correlation, I also need to ensure that any of my lines of business or day two operations, that I'm also meeting specific SLAs. This is where Prometheus comes in from a monitoring perspective to give you capabilities to do alerting. Prometheus is an open source systems monitoring and alerting toolkit. It automatically integrates inside of D2iQ Konvoy as well too. Once again, full access to version, documentation, and dashboards. So if we come in, we take a look, I'm going to pick CPU utilization. I can hit the graph, we can stack that, and as you can see now, all of the Prometheus monitoring capabilities are built in to D2iQ upon deployment of Konvoy. Now, being able to alert is fantastic, but we love to be able to be proactive and not reactive. So we also provide you the Prometheus Alert Manager. And as always, versions and documentation, once again, easily accessible. The dashboard comes in. You can integrate this into any existing workflows that you may have. You can integrate this into PagerDuty, Slack, whatever that methodology of choice that you're leveraging as an organization to alert. And once again, alerts can be silenced, you can view status, etc. All pre-built in with D2iQ Konvoy. Now that we have visualization, correlation, the ability to meet SLAs through alerting, and the ability to be proactive and reactive, what about overall performance of any of the services that we're deploying with inside Kubernetes? Well, we have also taken an opinionated approach by introducing Traffic. Traffic is a modern HTTP reverse proxy and load balancer that makes deploying microservices easy. Traffic integrates into your existing infrastructure components like Kubernetes and D2iQ Konvoy. The beautiful thing about Traffic with D2iQ Konvoy is it can also configure itself automatically and dynamically. Traffic is built into the container orchestration platform so that when deploying services inside Kubernetes, it's automatically configured and easily accessible within inside the dashboard. So if we come into the dashboard, as you can see, a lot of the services, even from with inside D2iQ, are already built in, things like Grafana, Kibana, etc. So I can click on any of the details, but I can also click on and take a look at health as well too. After all, if I deploy any services for any line of business, we're going to want to understand what is the response time. What does it look like from an end user perspective from response time? What's the total code count? What is my average response time? And most importantly, from an SLA perspective, am I meeting those SLAs by providing the uptime that we agreed upon? Traffic is automatically deployed with D2iQ, fully integrated and fully automated. Finally, from the D2iQ Konvoy, we also make it very simple for you to be able to gain access to our support services. As I mentioned, one of the value differentiators that we're providing here is that when looking at trying to provide support for all of these open source tools, typically you need to find that from multiple sources. That usually typically leads to things like finger pointing. This is their problem, not our problem. Our goal was to simplify that. So we cover all of the support for Grafana, Kibana, Prometheus, Traffic, and Kubernetes with D2iQ Konvoy. If you have any further questions or want to engage further, there will be links below that you can coordinate with a D2iQ representative. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and have a good day.